So just over 2 years ago, I started setting up this car to live out of full time and do a lap around Australia. And in my research, I was looking at so many different products, but there was one problem that I couldn't solve, and that led to me building this monstrosity in the back of the car. So I installed that closet and used it for the whole year, but after about a month of using it, I knew that it was way overkill and I was wasting way too much space. It was way too heavy, and I knew there had to be a way better way to do it. So I spent months and months designing it, testing it, getting different samples, testing materials. And now 2 years later, I finally have a product that I get to launch, and I'm so excited for you all to get your hands on it. The brand is called Pack Gear, and the bag is called the Expedition Closet Duffel Bag. And this sample right here is the one that I've been living out of for the last 3 months. Empty right now. And all these clothes in front of me is what I can fit into the Expedition closet. And so inside the bag, there is like specifically laid out organization, which is mostly designed so when you pull something out, nothing comes out with it. And I kind of built it around guys' clothing, but the best part is if you're a girl or if you just have way smaller clothing, you can pretty much double all these numbers that I'm about to tell you, and you still get to utilize the organization probably even better than a guy does. So the layout that I kind of use, 6 t-shirts up the top, 7 pairs of undies, as many socks as you want, but I normally throw a pair of footy shorts in there. And then in terms of shorts and pants, you fit 2 pairs of pants, or like jeans and then jean shorts, or jeans and trackies, and 4 pairs of boardies / other shorts. Down here, you have some room for some toiletries, just small, thin stuff like deodorant, toothpaste, electric shaver, razor, stuff like that. And then down the bottom, you have a bit of a stuff pocket, which I normally chuck a pair of tracksuit pants in. And for a girl or someone with smaller clothing, you could fit a top and jean shorts in just the men's shirt section. So you definitely still get to utilize that organization really well. But now, before I keep talking about the bag, I'm gonna quickly pack it so you can see what it looks like fully set up with the organization. So for each bit of organization, for the t-shirts or the top section, there's like these cardboard inserts wrapped in ripstop nylon, which is like tent material. Zip that window up. And you also have a quick access zip just to keep it all nice and tight and to get in there quickly. And then down here, we have these 2 clips which allow you to tighten and shrink this gap of the bag like that. So when it's hanging on the back of your seat, there's less of it touching the floor and it's just a bit easier to manage. And then here in the underwear section, there's these elastic loops, which are big enough to chuck men's footy shorts. So girls, I'm sure you'll fit some shorts in there, and obviously underwear, bikini, stuff like that. The socks are kind of just thrown in there just because I'd more rather have that space be more useful for other stuff, because I don't really even take socks when I go traveling in the car, mostly just wearing Crocs or sandals or Birks or something like that. And these both zip up. And all these pockets also have very breathable mesh on the front, which just means if you are putting anything a little bit stinky in there, it can air out and it's not just going to be trapped in there sealed. Then we have the 2 pairs of jeans tucked away nicely with this clip, which helps you to compress it down and keep them in there a bit tighter. And then 4 pairs of shorts separated by 1 divider, just in case you've got bigger shorts or bigger anything. I didn't want to make that one too specific. But then the best part is, because everything's clipped in there nicely, when you do open it, nothing's coming out. And then down here we have the little toiletries pockets, which double as a way to roll this bottom section up. This is the flap that goes around the whole top of the bag. But if you roll this up nice and tight, you can tuck it in and away. So when it's hanging somewhere that isn't quite as tall as this, it's not on the floor, so you don't have to stand on it or put other bits and pieces on it. Just makes it a bit neater. So having a closet that's really well organized is awesome when you're on the road, but where are you meant to put it? Well, I've thought of a few different ways that this can be hung, starting with the G-hooks, which is what you use to compress the bag and close it into the duffel mode. They also act as a hanger. So there's the strap, the pull section, and the G-hook, and it just loops over the end nice and quickly, and then you have a loop which you can hang on anything, like I've done there on my rooftop tent rack. You can hang it on a 270-degree awning or on a camper trailer on your horizontal poles, and that's just super quick and easy. But then on the back here, there's also this massive Velcro section, which is how we're going to be mounting it to the back of your seat, like you would have seen in my content. All you're gonna have to do is remove the headrest, put this new rectangle piece of fabric on there with the hook section of the Velcro, clip your headrest back in, and then you just be able to rip this on and off super quickly, super easy. So you don't always have to leave it in there, but it is a pretty permanent setup for when you're on the road. And when I say I made this thing to last, I over-engineered it way too much. The whole bag is centered around the nylon webbing strap. So even though everything is sewn to the fabric, these straps still take all the weight when it is hanging. The material is so durable. I've got other camera bags that are made out of this same material. I've had them for like 8+ years and they still look new. Although this one is pretty scuffed, all you have to do is get a wet cloth. See, even with my hand, it's almost come off completely. And then inside each of the cubes, I've used similar material to what you'd find on like the waterproof outer of a tent. It's tough, it doesn't get wet for long periods of time, and it shouldn't get stinky like a cotton probably would. And then to roll this bag up, I find it easiest to start from the middle. All you do, lift it up like that, and you'll find there is really only one way to pack it up because of how it's designed. Back end with the t-shirts come up, this big bit goes up and around and Velcro's on. You get your G-hooks, slide them into the fabric, pull it down, same on the other side, but you don't want to pull it down too tight yet. Velcro flap at the back, upside down logo, that's fixed. Do your Velcro on the back, and then now you can give them a good tug. And then now you have perfect little duffel bag and so useful on your long road trips. And so people are gonna ask what this Velcro is on the end of the bag. I do have some pretty big plans for more products to come out, like expandable storage, backpack straps, attachable toiletries hamper, a lot of different things that will be able to expand your bag and help your investment in my brand be worth it in the long run, because you'll be able to use this for any trips you have planned. Thank you so much for watching through this video. I knew it was pretty like feature focused, but I'm really excited to get this thing in your hands. If you're new to the YouTube channel, click subscribe. And if you do like the bag, make sure you grab one. I really do believe this is a one of a kind and is going to make your trips way better. Thanks again.